Here are 5 things that dying people experience at the end of life that might seem strange if you haven't experienced it before. If you're new here, hi, my name's Casey. I'm an RN and a death doula, and I've sat bedside with hundreds of people as they've labored out of life. Number 1, people who are at or nearing the end of life, they frequently see lost loved ones. This is very, very common that somebody will see a lost loved one or sometimes even a long lost pet. I personally believe that our lost loved ones come to get us when it's our time to go home and walk us home to wherever that may be. Number 2, terminal lucidity. Terminal lucidity, also known as the last rally, is when somebody is in their last days of life and they've been sleeping or mostly unresponsive for several days or several hours, and all of the sudden, out of nowhere, they are wide awake. They're wide awake, they're laughing, they're joking, they're hungry, even though they haven't eaten in days. They seem like their old self again. But the one thing that follows terminal lucidity very closely is death. It's almost like one last hurrah before the body shuts down. Number 3, when people are nearing the end of life or death, they will often talk about going somewhere or going home. They'll have periods of really long sleep, and then they'll wake up from sleep and they'll talk about how it's time for them to go, or they're going to go home now, or they're going to meet someone like a lost loved one. And I believe that it's because when they're in those long periods of sleep, they're dreaming or a little bit in this world and a little bit in whatever world comes next. And then when they wake up, they know, I got to go back there. I got to go back to that world where I'm going after this. Number 4, sometimes people will hold on when they have something to hold on to. So a body can be ready to let go and ready to die, but if somebody is waiting for a loved one to come in from out of town, or they're waiting for one last person to come see them before they die, I've seen people really hang on for a long time, waiting for that one last person to come see them before they let go and they're able to die peacefully. And number 5, people will actually die alone when everybody leaves the room. I've seen it where families will spend so much time with their dying loved one. They'll spend moment after moment there holding their hand, and the person who's dying will wait for that one fraction of a second where all of the family members leave the room, and that's the moment they will choose to die. If you want to learn more about death and dying, make sure you give me a follow. I promise you'll never look at death the same way again.